Okay guys, for this training, we're just going to go over how to request a reimbursement through the app. Again, this one will be significantly faster than the last video training that we did. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to click on the plus button down here at the bottom, and it's going to give you three options. We're going to go ahead and click on the plus reimbursement in the bottom right. And then it's going to give you three different options on here on what type of reimbursement you're submitting for. Out of pocket at the top is for basically any reimbursement that's not mileage. The next two at the bottom are both mileage reimbursement requests. The only difference is this middle one here, mileage for maps, uses Google Maps to actually put in addresses on the route that you took to calculate the actual mileage. And then the mileage manual add is just a manual input of the miles that you've driven. We'll go through each of those really fast just to show you. We'll do the mileage for map ones first. So you'll just click on that one right there. You'll click on your budget, which is whichever budget you're assigned to or this expense is coming from. For this one, we'll do advocacy. And then what you'll do is you'll just type in the address. You can type in your starting address. You'll type in the ending address. If you had any stops that happened in between there. And then also if it was round trip, you can click this button. And what that'll do is it'll automatically calculate how many miles you drove along that route based off of Google. And then it'll tell you the amount that you should be reimbursed down here at the bottom. Now, one thing you'll notice is it says amount, and then underneath it, it says funds will be deposited to bank account ending in blank, whatever your account is. Once you request a reimbursement, it will then ask for you to put in banking information for your own personal bank account so that it can deposit that reimbursement money to that account. Now, I don't have the opportunity to show that here because I've already done it, but just know before it actually gets deposited into your account, you need to add your account to the system. Okay, the next thing you'll do is you'll put in the trip date, whenever you'd made that trip, and then you'll fill in the details below, which is the exact same as the other transaction, your budget, what category it is, what class it is, or which state you traveled in, which company was specifically assigned to, business purpose, etc. Okay, that is the mileage reimbursement request. The next one is the manual add. Again, maybe you keep track of your miles outside of this app or you don't want to go in and type in addresses. All you'll do is you'll go and type in how many miles you drove. In this case, we'll say 250 miles. It shows automatically here based off of what we reimburse in the system. You'll get $100 back to you. You'll put in the transaction date. You can upload a route if for whatever reason you have a route invoice that you can upload in here. You can upload that. And then again, same thing down here. You can input the details specifically for that trip or for those miles. The last reimbursement request that you can do is just an out-of-pocket request. And this one's pretty easy. Again, you'll click on the budget that it's assigned to. You'll type in the merchant name. In this case, it'll be Walmart as this example. We'll say we spent $69 at Walmart. We'll put the transaction date. You'll upload the receipt from that. Do note that in order to receive a reimbursement, you have to have the receipt. You will not be able to submit for a reimbursement unless the receipt is submitted. So you'll upload that here, and then again, you'll fill out all the details down below. Once you've submitted those reimbursements, it'll then show up down here in the reimbursement section. So you'll click on the more down here in the bottom right. It'll take you to this page. You then click reimbursement here in the middle, and it'll show you all of your pending reimbursements, your paid reimbursements, and then any that have been declined. Okay, so make sure to check on here if you ever have a question on whether or not it's been approved or not. Do note also that if your reimbursement has been approved, it does take 5 to 8 business days for it to hit the account that you added to the system. So just be aware of that. And that should basically be it for the reimbursement section here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us in finance. If not, thanks so much.